Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Trogdor, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is now week 4 of the UPBA. That's right, the 4th week. And if you haven't already, go check out my team builder. That's what comes before battles, team builders. So we're in the... Oh my god, I cannot keep track of words or numbers, and you'd think I'd be better at this. But yeah, welcome to week 4 of the Upjump Pretenders Broken Alliance. We're going up against Dr. Slacking and his Lake District Spirits. My name is Trogdor, and I've got the Brooklyn Venonets, and what was it? Team builder for this happened. Go watch it. You will understand my opponent's team. You will understand my team much better going into this. You can also see me make a huge dirt because this entire time I had Ferrothorn there, not Fortress. His team does not have Ferrothorn. It has Fortress. I don't know if I got the words mixed up. I definitely had Fortress in my mind, but I had the wrong sprite up the whole time. I make derp sometimes, despite being a professional graphic artist person type thing. Anyway. Here's the battle. I want to give a big shout out to a couple very important people. Zombie genned my team and did not completely misgen it like some people tend to do. And also Lantern Joe recorded my battles. He's been like such a champion recording like everyone's battle. So me being without a capture card rely on these Lords Among Men. Until such a time that the games for Switch come out, then I'll, be recording my own, probably everyone else's, let's be real. So anyway, and also shout out to me for doing all the graphics because that's what I do and I like doing it. So anyway, with that out of the way, let's get right into the battle. So my opponent, you can see here, brought the Staraptor, the Fortress, not Ferrothorn, Fortress. Let's make that very clear distinction so I can remember that for the future. Dragalge, Dugtrio, Pyukumuku, and Masquerain. So no surprises seeing the Dugtrio, Staraptor, the Fortress. Pyukumuku, really surprised to see that. I mentioned a couple times I think it's honestly more of a liability than anything else. The Masquerain is there, which, come to think of it, it does get sticky webs. And it does get Intimidate, so it could be a decent stop to like my Mawile or heck even Emboar, but then again all my physical attackers just kind of blow it back. And then Dragalge, which like I mentioned switch-ins to a specs adaptability Draco Meteor don't exist except for Mawile, so gotta make sure that Mawile checks that hard before I figure out what it wants to do. So let's get right into this, and I'm gonna be leading Golurk like I said. I'm expecting either the Fortress, heck maybe even Dugtrio, or yeah, let's just see what my opponent wants to do as I lead with Robert Strong, the Golurk. Good luck and have fun to my opponent. Let's have a good one. So I'm being challenged by Pokemon Trainer. Yeah, as I'm gonna go into Robert Strong. So I mentioned that my opponent didn't misgen anything. Yeah, I was wrong. This was supposed to be Robert Strong with a G, not Robert Strawn, but technicality. As my opponent is actually just going to lead Staraptor, so I'm going to find out right now. I'm going to go for a big Stone Edge right here, right off the bat. Brave Bird, Adamant Scarf Brave Bird does maximum of like 60 to 70% to me with my investments, so we'll see if I can live that and then blow it back after the recoil damage for sure. So yeah, no surprise, he's just gonna throw off a big Brave Bird because like I don't have switch-ins to that. So big boy damage, and so that's a Banded Staraptor. I should have possibly seen that coming. Like, let's be real, I should have gone into Mawile, gotten the Intimidate, I would have lived any single hit. I obviously knew it wouldn't be going for a return or anything. So, I lose Golurk turn 1, like a smart person. So, that sucks. there's only one thing I can do now, and that's go into Raikou because I do resist the Brave Bird. And I'm like 99% sure he's going to switch out right here. So I'm going to go for a sub. Because he's like 9 out of 10 times going to go into the Dugtrio. There it is. So Dugtrio's in, and I'm going to get up a sub so that luckily I'm not like completely trapped, but I can get one big hit off after he breaks my sub before I'm trapped for good and die. So I know this is a losing battle for me in the end. Dugtrio's obviously faster. This is a losing battle for me, but I just need to get like one big hit off because then anything else can scare out the Dugtrio. I will, yeah, that does like 90%. Like Sucker Punch from Mawile will obviously kill. Tornadus, like I'm immune to the Earthquake, and if it's, yeah, Dugtrio KOs Raikou. So it's like turn 3 or 4, and I'm already down like 6-4. So that's a great way to start the battle. But I do have some important like things that I know about his team. Like Staraptor, I know that Emboar outspeeds it now, which is great. Dugtrio dies to a U-turn right here, so I'm going to be clicking U-turn. If it's choice in some manner, then it's obviously going to switch out, and I'm going to grab some momentum. If it's not, though, I can live any one hit from the Dugtrio, whether it be Stone Edge, which, you know, misses all the time, or whatever else Dugtrio wants to go for. So I'm just going to go for the U-turn to either like get rid of this thing for good or snag some momentum. And if Dugtrio's out of the way, then that just I'm just waiting for Emboar to clean up after that, basically. So he is not choice and actually goes for the Rock Tomb, but I definitely lived that, which actually did a lot more damage than I thought it would. Stone Edge might have actually killed now that I think about it, but I'm able to pick this thing off. Dugtrio's gone. Like, I'm sorry, Raikou, you will be missed forever, but Dugtrio, you will not be missed. So Emboar comes in now as my VLC is going to lag a little bit, and he's going to bring in Dragalge, as this is like the one thing that I can't really do much against, but Mawile does check it, so I'm going to see what it wants to do. If it goes for any of its stabs, then that's just like great, that nothing, but he's going to pull a really cheeky double right here into the Messiah. So Masquerain comes in and dropped my attack. Even with the attack drop, either Play Rough or Fire Fang can do like 90% to this, and then I can either Sucker Punch if he wants to try to Quiver Dance, or go for another attack if he wants to get like cheeky or something. Sucker Punch if he goes for a Quiver Dance this turn and wants to go for an attack next turn, but either way, I can take out this Masquerain even at -1. I'm going to Mega Evolve right here, get my extra mouth, and I believe this turn I'm actually going to be going for the Fire Fang just because it's slightly more accurate, and it does about the same as my Play Rough. He goes for a Scald right here, though, and if I get the burn, oh no. Oh no. So instead of doing like 90 to 100%, I'm doing 45 to 50, which that sucks. Turn one, first Scald gets the burn, but it still does 50%. But Mawile is basically like, what are you doing, guy? What are you doing now? So he's going to go for webs right here, actually, which that really sucks for my team. I'm going to go for a big Play Rough because that's going to just get rid of the Masquerain for good. Webs are up right now, which that really sucks because that just means that if they stay up, Emboar cannot clean, and that's like a huge problem for me. So I have to get Tornadus in like as soon as possible and get rid of those sticky webs. I do have the priority defog. I love priority defog, and I just need to that's like the only thing on my mind right now is to get rid of the webs. So Staraptor comes in. I've got nothing really to do about this. He's just going to pull a cheeky double, though, and go into his Pyukumuku. I don't really know why, but I go for the Sucker Punch. It fails. But now that Pyukumuku is in, that is like the easiest in the world for my Tornadus. Because I'm kind of low in health, and but he goes for the block. I can't escape. That's no problem. I'm just going to taunt this because like taunting the Pyukumuku is like the easiest thing in the world to do. So now it's either going to switch or struggle. Either way, I got my defog. Webs are gone. It's once again clear for Emboar, and that's all I wanted. Thank you. This is kind of why I thought Pyukumuku is like not that great of a Pokemon. Struggle's like not doing anything. And yeah, now I can just go for U-turn, and whatever comes in, like Struggle's not going to do any damage to me, and he's just going to take even more hits. So this is where Drapion comes in, and now that I have a safe substitute for Drapion, it can just do a ton of damage to his team right now. So I was talking about how Emboar cleans up, but Pyukumuku, it's like bulky enough that it can live my Flare Blitz. Drapion, though, I looked at what his team's got left, and Drapion right now is just like, oh my god, Drapion, you can just do so much work right now. So, knock off Fire Fang and Poison Jab. That's my other stab move. I know how to play this game. Can actually do a ton of damage. So Drapion is in a fantastic position. I didn't expect it to like get to this position, but now I can just start spamming knockoff. He's got like no switches for it. He cannot break my sub with the Pyukumuku, so he has to get out of there. And yeah, I'm going to knock off this Dragalge. That actually did a lot more than I thought it would. I thought Dragalge was going to be like bulky specs, but it looks to be like not really bulk invested at all. So now that its item is gone, knockoff still kills. So Drapion picks up a really big kill right there, which is fantastic. That is, in case I do want to clean up with Emboar later, that's one less thing than I've got to deal with it. So Staraptor comes in. That's like the one thing that can break my sub at this point in time. So U-turn is going to break that, but he still like has to take a big knockoff from something. Staraptor gets out of there. And yeah, I'm expecting the Pyukumuku again because it's like his bulkiest thing. It can... I just want to gauge the damage on this. That's a significant amount, but his berry is gone. I'm very glad the berry is gone. He's going to pull a cheeky double into Staraptor as I get up another sub. That's kind of obvious what I'd go for at this point. But now I kind of see how he's playing to beat this Drapion right now. He is going to keep going for U-turns on the Staraptor, hoping that I keep going for the subs until because I've revealed to not be leftovers. And Pyukumuku's coming in. So once I figured that out, that's when I figured I should pop my Z. So I'm going to go for a big scary dark move. I'm basically transforming Drapion into Stephen Hawking right now, because I'm just going to unleash all of my energy and create a supermassive black hole. So I defying all the laws of physics right now to do damage to the Pyukumuku. And in all of its bulk, it managed to like a ton of damage right there. I'm actually going to pick it off with thought I was going to pick it off with Poison Jab right there. Not quite though, because I can't get up another sub right here unless I want to like have Staraptor play that dance with me. But I'm able to pick off the Pyukumuku right here. And I'm like 90% sure that Staraptor's coming in to pick me off. But after that, he's got Staraptor left, he's got Fortress left, and that's it. So Emboar just wins after he picks me off with the Brave Bird. I'm not going to win like super big right here, but it's a win nonetheless, and I prefer to win safely than win for differential. So yeah, great to know that I actually outspeed this. Otherwise, I'd have to like play cheeky games with like Mawile Sucker Punch and the like. But so yeah, I'm just gonna go for a big boy Flare Blitz right here. Get rid of that Staraptor, which that's like another huge headache gone. So now he only has like a Fortress, which is great. He can probably, at this point in time, he can probably get differential down to like a 2-0 if he has the like sturdy and then cussed up area explosion. After all the recoil, he can probably pick off my Emboar if he wants to. But you know, with explosion, that's still a win for me. So I'm going to go for a Flare Blitz. He actually reveals to be the Occa Berry, so this Flare Blitz might not kill now. It's still a ton of damage. Like, that was after an Occa Berry. So it would have done like twice that amount, which is kind of insane. But he is able to live enough to, after all this recoil, go for an Earthquake and probably kill my Emboar. But even though Mawile is burned, I could still kill it with like an Iron Head, or I can have Tornadus kill it with a U-turn. I'm just going to go for the safest thing that I can do. Bring in Tornadus, go for the U-turn. He's not Oka's, or he was Oka. He's not Custap, so nothing cheeky there. So I'm able to KO that Forge with just the U-turn and win 2-0. So good game to my opponent, definitely. You played very well, and like honestly, for the weird team, my opponent always brings like some really fun, spicy sets. I'm not really sure what the Dragalge wanted to do. I think it was like a fully offensive Dragalge, like Timid Nature. The Pyukumuku was actually for my Mawile, just because he was really scared of a Sword Stance variant, and it's like, you know, got the unaware ability and all that. But honestly, like, Dugtray on Staraptor, like, those two alone just did so much work to my team that he was able to, like, sprinkle in quite enough spice to make it a very fun and interesting match. So thank you for making this a really fun match. I enjoyed prepping for it and playing for it. So yeah, that's all I've got for today. We move up to 1-3, -7. We're still not doing so hot, but it's like we can start getting some momentum. And our week 5 match is against D, who is like one of the better battlers in the entire competitive drafting community right now. So we've got our work cut out for us for week 5. So if we want to start getting some win streaks going, we gotta get smart. So anyway, that's all for me. If you want to check out more of this league, go ahead and subscribe for more battles like this. Like the video if you liked it, and comment down below if you got anything else to say. But otherwise, I'll see everyone in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.